It's the end of the week, and again, not much is going on. I'm standing in the utility room. You can't really see, but I have actually swept up all of the crap that was in here. I also swept and cleared out the kitchen, and I've swept and cleared out a path in the dining room. And if we continue on, the only real thing that's been done in the house this week is clearing out stuff. So there was a bunch of insulation that had fallen down there, which I got rid of. There was just a bunch of stuff, like we had some mildew on the cabinet because nobody's living here, and there was dust, so that's all been cleaned up. Bathroom has been, or toilet room has been cleaned up. This space has at least been cleared out in preparation for the final work. I did do a little test clean area just to make sure that all of this crap will come off, and it will, but we're not going to do that quite yet. Nobody works on Sunday except for apparently our tile guy, who actually showed up and has started to put the tile on the stairs there. So it's not grouted. I can't walk in there, but that got done literally today. These are the lights, which will end up getting mounted on each side of this beam. So we'll have 3 lights that project onto that side of the room and 3 lights that project onto this side of the room. Reason being that we're pretty small, but this beam only makes these ceilings about 8 feet tall. So if we had anything hanging from there, it might actually bother anybody who's not a midget like we are. Hopefully the electrician will be coming in soon to get the lights and switches and stuff done for the toilet room, the bathroom, the closet, and the utility room. And then I'm planning on going in to start doing all the final things to get those rooms done. So we have agreed that the doors are going to be painted white, actually. So doors are painted white for each of these rooms. This last of the janky wallpaper needs to be taken out. We have to get the AC people out to move that and service the AC units. We're also going to be adding an AC unit into my room. In my room, again, the only thing that happened was that I got my broom out, and swept everything. We brought the lights for this room as well, because similar to the bedroom, same lights will be mounted on this side with 3 coming this way, and on the other side with 3 projecting towards the door over there. And electrical hasn't even started on the side of the house, but we're trying to get things wrapped up from the kitchen end to this end. Still no cabinets in the kitchen, and we have no idea, well, I have no idea what's happening with that. I did also tidy up around the fireplace, and again, I talked to Francis about potentially busting into this mantle, and he is like, absolutely not. So that will definitely not be happening anytime soon. As well, we discussed the electrical panel box here. Again, we're very small, and this is very tall. So I was wondering if we could get some of those relocated shorter, and then instead of using this giant cover, potentially make a nice smaller cover. But right now we're eager to get things finished, so maybe later we'll get that done. Okay, it's like 9:30 at night and it's still daylight, so I'm going to take a video of the garden. We got around to weed whacking again. My project has been the strawberry patch, so not going to be double dug because strawberries don't put their roots down too low. So I'm just putting the cardboard on the bottom as a weed barrier and putting compost on top. And now it's tiny, but eventually, basically the strawberry patch will end up being most of this big area. It's kind of still a work in progress, obviously, and we're figuring things out. The gate has some hardware on it. It's very cool. Francis actually shaved off the thing, so it's actually like inset a little. And these are just reclaimed from some place we went to, and he built this little stop because it gets very windy, so that way it doesn't fly the other direction. The garden is growing, which is nice. We're starting to harvest things, so this is what we got today. Round zucchini, green beans, snap peas, cherry tomatoes, aubergines, and the long, skinny lawned peppers that Francis likes. Yeah, the squash is a monster. I said it before, I'll say it again, definitely not doing this next year. It absolutely took over the bed. But we have things coming in, so I don't know. Oh, down in there we have my little Port Morian squash. That's a winter squash, so I won't be harvesting that for a while. And we have our first butternut squash coming in, so that's kind of cool. Again, he's a winter squash, so we'll let him keep doing its thing. These are the melons. I didn't realize how small they were compared to the squashes. So obviously they're kind of getting crowded out here. I'm not really expecting them to do very well this year, and obviously now that I know, I will not plant them in between giant squash. Our round zucchinis keep chugging, so we have more round zucchinis coming. These ones over here are the regular long ones. And yeah, we have some little ones coming in, so that's cool. Oh, and it looks like something managed to come all the way over here. But yeah, I mean, the squash is a monster. I'm not going to try to tame it this year, and next year I will do something different. These are the loofah squashes, so we actually have some flowers coming up, and I actually had no idea that this thing really wants to climb, so I kind of started training it on these spirals, and we'll sort of see what happens. Yeah, it looks like I have 2 spirals over here and only 1 there, so I'll probably put another one and maybe get them to sort of arch in the middle, or not sure what I'm doing there. I'm really not sure what I'm doing in this entire garden, but this year is my experimental year, so it doesn't really matter. I've ordered some proper hoops so I can retire my ghetto beer bottle netting situation here. So hopefully that'll come in sometime next week. Speaking of next week, we have plans for septic to start. I believe it's next week. So haven't really talked much about the septic, but if you see way down there, by the air conditioner, there's some concrete pads. Those are actually our current septic system. Down in there. So very close to the house, with the current regulations, not allowed. So we're actually going to be moving them all the way down to the north side and around the corner. I think I mentioned that in last week's video, but that work is starting next week. the roofer is actually available to replace the roof. And we're going to be changing the tiles because these flat ones are apparently like Marseille tiles, and they're not standard for this region of France. Actually, these like half circle tiles are what's standard. So yeah, this side, I mean, we need to replace the entire roof, but this side actually leaks. So we're going to be replacing all the tiles with the proper ones that we're supposed to have, theoretically. And that should be starting pretty soon. This wall is going to get reinforced because there's obviously a lot of damage. And I think I spoke about that in last week's video. But yeah, so pretty soon we should have a new septic done and we should have a new roof. And for those of you curious about the kitchen, so am I. I have no idea when the kitchen will be happening. It is the end of July and lots of people are on vacation. So hopefully it'll happen soon. And yeah. It's the end of the day. So we have a really nice sky over our corn. And that's it.